dun dun dun. There might be a small bit of gallows humor in this latest episode. So any of you fuckers that are still dancing with Mr. Brownstone, you know what? Don't take this shit personally. So check this out. I saw a friend of mine recently at the Dio benefit. You know, he stopped, he looked me up and down, and he said, "Damn, dude, you're ageless," which is an awesome compliment no matter how old you are. It means that you're actually fighting it. Father Time, like Mike Tyson in the ring. It's the inexorable ticking of the clock that forces us musicians to address these things. Address them or be left by the wayside. The 80s were a degenerate mix of fun and fun and fun and more fun, and at the time, no consequences. Until now. So the question is, for whom does the bell toll now? Well, it tolls for thee, bitch. You know, I did my own fair share of partying back in the day. Gong, 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 gong. I'm certainly no angel. I own it. But as a singer, I always had to be somewhat responsible, you see. I could never f*** up too bad. Oh, I peered down the rabbit hole a few times. Whoa, I looked down into the abyss. Whoa, but I always came back. Maybe I don't have that addictive gene that people always talk about. You know, the people that say they can't stop drinking if they take just one drink, or they can't have just one line of cocaine. You know, this goes for gambling addiction, sex addiction, so many ways to lose your soul. Anyway, that's me in a nutshell. How about you? People on the internet love to gossip about who's next. Who's next? Did you hear? So-and-so passed out on stage. Oh, that guy's f***ed up. He hasn't got long. And you know what? Sometimes they're right. Unfortunately, a lot of our rock and roll brethren are getting older, and one day it's gonna happen to all of us. No escape from the Grim Reaper. See you in hell, my friend. See you in hell. This is why so many rock bands are forced to carry on without all their original members. In fact, there's only a few bands I can think of that still have all their original members. Poison, I guess, that's one of them. Not Cheap Trick, not Bon Jovi. You know, Warrant has 4 out of 5 of their original members, and that's pretty good. Jani Lane died a long time ago, and his end read like a Shakespearean tragedy. He died in a comfort inn alone on Ventura Boulevard with a piece of paper in his pocket with his name and a phone number on it, just in case someone needed to identify him. That's a true fucking story. You know, I knew him. We all knew him. We knew of his troubles. You know, when you're on tour with people, you see them as they really are. Stripped down, real. You know, real life isn't the beauty app picture that you see on people's Facebook page. There are others, lost in time, guys who are at the pinnacle of their success and f***ed it all up. One guy mailed cocaine to himself when he was on the road using a FedEx package. Stupid, huh? The package was found and delivered to the bus by an FBI agent posing as a FedEx delivery guy. And that person was immediately fired. Career over. Where's that guy now? Others lost their will to live when they lost their record deal and the money ran out. Sometimes they don't die all at once, you see. They sort of fade into the background. They slowly fade away and eventually they disappear. Then you hear about it. Oh, so-and-so died. And you know what? You're really not surprised. They couldn't hang with the brutality of the music business. And it can be brutal. Totally unforgiving to the lazy or the too stupid or the too cocky. One minute they're there and next they're gone. And just like that, some new guy takes their place because the show must go on. Guys like me, who have been part of the scene for years, have developed a thick skin, I guess, when it comes to the idea of death. Maybe it's cognitive dissonance. You know what cognitive dissonance is? It's guys who've smoked cigarettes for 40 years thinking they'll never get cancer. I knew a guy who f***ed a million chicks with zero protection back in the day. And when I asked him if he ever took an AIDS test, he said, "I don't want to take one. I don't want to know." Well, where is he now? You know. Musicians are sometimes judged by how many records they've sold, but you know, when you're in it like I am, it's the quality of life that you seek. It isn't easy to walk this razor's edge. Let me tell you, there's no 401k at the end of this rainbow. The smart ones, they gather the gold when it's plentiful, and the idiots squander it and blame everyone else. You had the greatest job in the world and you f***ed it up. What all musicians dream of, you had. That what people work for all their lives, you had. What musicians fantasize about, you had. And you f***ed it up. It's your fault, you f***. Jimmy Page was a junkie for years and he came back. He beat the odds. Angus Young is still playing sold-out stadiums. You know what? In 10 years, it's probably all going to be over. Touring, concerts. In 10 years, most of the current classic rock fans will be in their 60s, and their willingness to stand for hours at a concert listening to loud music will probably cease to exist. At some point, I'll be looking out at a sea of walkers. But right now, we're fighting it, all of us. Just being at a live show means you're pushing back against the cold passage of time. Every live show that you go to is a pushback against the instinct to just flop down on the couch and say, f*** it. Because that's what I would do. Do you think when I'm home, I want to go out and see bands? F*** that. So my appreciation of the audience grows ever deeper. They who get dressed up, they who pay their hard-earned money and then stand for the love of rock. And by doing it, you know what? They stay young. We stay young. Somewhere there's a part of us that refuses to grow up. The small, rebellious part that still wants to blast loud music, to go see Judas Priest Third Row, or Night Ranger, or Skid Row, or us. Mental health is over 40 years old, but those songs, those couple of songs, even now, they still resonate. You know, I see it. It's a shared feeling when the young and the old can tap into that great unconsciousness and feel something. To feel anything these days is a miracle. I see people at the airport glued to their phones all the time, oblivious. I see people in the audience texting away, and at the appropriate time, on cue, up come the 1,000 phones in unison. Like everyone is AI controlled. You know, and maybe they are. Maybe we are all under AI control and we just don't know it. I used to rail about it, but now, I don't know, I just accept it. We are a changed generation. The phones and the Internet of Things have changed us. It's changed our DNA. We, as older people, maybe we don't see it as much, but the young, they're screwed. Zero attention span, no will, nihilistic as f***, no ambition. Most of them don't even want to learn to drive. And music, like everything else in life, is free and therefore totally disposable, like Kleenex, listened to once and then discarded. So who's next? Who knows? Hopefully not me. I want to live forever, and I want to bask in the glow of my millions of likes and my prayer emojis. It's your old pal Jizzo, rockin' and rollin', and we'll see you next time.